anything to a conspiracy theory.
Really? Like missionary?
I'm a big conspiracy theorist.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Whoa. Let's do favorite conspiracy theory.
Oh, okay.
Favorite conspiracy theory or the one I fight the hardest for? Because they're different
give
things.
Me the one you, okay.
I love both of those.
Yeah, give me the one you fight the hardest for first.
We also, Barry, you've been coming up with good responses, all right? I do like that you take the questions.
So as a conspiracy theorist, I became a conspiracy theorist on 9/12.
Sure. Yeah.
Because, so to put this into perspective, I was a young adult. I was like 20, 22, whatever.
Oh, so impressionable.
I was on probation, so I was sober.
I was going to say, this is the first time that you had you talked about
so
that.
So I'm sober for there's pre-weed.
Yeah.
There's probation sober.
And then there's pre-Harambe.
Well, everything after probation was just weed and other fun drugs. But so I am clear-headed and I'm watching 9/11 just like everyone else in real time. And I'm watching the story change, which kind of makes sense. Like, it's a national tragedy happening in multiple states.
Yeah.
But I'm like, oh, this isn't adding up. And then I started catching weird shit like the BBC, because I don't trust American news. I don't trust it.
Even back then?
No.
The BBC.
I felt like the BBC, And the BBC's like, World Trade Center Tower 7 has fallen.
Standing behind her.
Dude, it's right behind her.
Yeah.
It falls in 2 hours.
Yeah.
I'm like,
did you know that?
You fucking clowns.
You never heard about this?
No, wait, what?
Dude, so there's on 9/11.
On 9/11, there's a BBC news reporter.
And this chick, she's in New York. She's in maybe a 10th or 12th story apartment. And
World Tower 7 is falling.
World Tower 7 is falling. And you can see World Trade Center right behind her.
Right.
Plain as day, just standing there.
5 hours later or something like that, it falls.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Because they're retarded. They were just saying whatever they were fed.
Yeah.
And I was like, so that bitch has no clue that she's either got World Trade Center 7 right behind her.
Yeah.
Which she probably doesn't.
Don't you remember when they used to say it? I mean, they probably still say it, but go ahead.
It wasn't just stock footage?
No, it was live. She was live, in an apartment. She's in a little...
You know they do that. Sometimes...
Dude, look it up on Google. Look it up on YouTube.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But she's outside, and it's literally right behind her. And then you remember
And then the other thing what I instantly called bullshit, they're like, these buildings, because I watched Tower 2 fall.
Yeah.
But 6 months before that, I had gone through a phase where I saw they had collapsed a casino. Yeah. And I happened to be in Vegas to see it.
My mom, yeah.
And I was like, dude, that building fell just like the casino. That was controlled demolition.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. I mean,
and I was like, dude, 9/12. I just woke up. I was like, this is all wrong.
Yeah.
They did not find a fucking passport 2 blocks away.
They found the passports. Yeah, right.
There's no footage of the Pentagon.
Yeah, well, there is.
There's no wreckage outside of the Pentagon of a plane. You can play golf on that grass, dude.
I can't find this, but you know what is crazy? I believe it.
So that's if I'm trying to if you tell me that you don't believe in conspiracy theory. That's the one that I have researched the most. It's the one I'm most familiar with. So that's the one that I will be like, well, here's these things that may cause question.
George Bush is at my
boom.
Is pretty much in my backyard when he gets whispered in his ear. That's cool. At Booker. That's maybe
okay. Where he's reading the goat book upside down.
And you know what else is crazy is I just on this episode happened to put up a little Monday, September 11th.
Wow.
And isn't it wild that of all the days, it does look like 2 towers? I'm sure that's been addressed, but the 11 looks like 2 towers. That is kind of perfect.
Oh, yeah.
It's almost artistic. You got to give it to him for that.
Yeah.
So is that the one you fight the hardest for?
That's not the one at the end of the day, so the further you dive into conspiracy, the further everything just this is all fucked, it's all fucked, it's all fucked, it's all fucked.
It is very doom and gloom.
For lack of a better way to describe it, I'm a flat earther at this point.
Really? Okay, so to explain it, because I don't understand why would that be so what power does that give whoever wants to keep that information from us?
how deep are you willing to go?
I'll go deep, dude.
Here's
I'll
the
go
thing,
all the
man.
way.
So do you think all the images from space are all false?
I think anything that we've ever seen from NASA it's fake.
Really?
Yeah, we never went to the moon.
Really?
If we did go to the moon, they did not get camera technology past the Van Allen radiation belt. Legitimately, I believe we live under, for lack of a better description, a firmament. And I use the term firmament because that's what every ancient religion referred to it as.
So you're going back.
If we said we went to the moon, fine, whatever, we went to the moon. There's nothing to say that the moon isn't within our firmament.
Oh.
Where most people get hung up is everyone assumes that if I believe in a flat earth, I believe that there's mole people under the earth.
Yeah.
I don't know what's beyond the edges. I know 4 simple things, okay?
But people have
One-
traveled in plane around.
Yeah, and people have flown over Antarctica and said that they saw a whole other world inside of our Earth.
Well, you're not allowed to fly
Not
over it
since
now.
the 50s.
Yeah. You're not allowed to fly
And
over.
it's really odd that in the middle of a post-World War II Cold War, all of those countries signed documentation saying we will all not go to Antarctica and we will defend Antarctica.
Yeah.
Yeah, of all spots.
That's weird.
It is very weird. I'm with you on that. I don't know about flat Earth, but I'm with you on Antarctica being weird.
Legitimately, I believe it's one of 2 things. We're either here and we're not told what is out there.
Sure.
Out there being
Whatever's past the wall, the Antarctica, whatever's past the firmament, we're not being told what's out there.
like White Walkers.
I don't know what a White Walker is, so I'm just gonna nod and look pretty.
Okay.
I believe that the people in charge gain the most from us, and then I don't think it's even necessarily about money as much as it's about vibration and the way people consume information and then put out information. Mm-hmm. If we live in a world of pure chaos all the time, I have to believe that the people in charge thrive on this chaos.
Definitely.
I can see that.
And so, anytime someone tries to unite people against whatever's causing this chaos, they're either killed off, discredited, or completely just disappear.
Mm-hmm.
Every time someone tries to unify, because everyone always bitches about, it's black people versus white people, and it's trans people versus whatever. It's and it's not. At the end of the day, legitimately, it's poor people being trampled on by everyone.
Right.
It's
and
class.
It's the super elite rich telling the regular rich to tell the middle class that it's all the poor people's fault.
Exactly.
And while all that trickles down, no one's paying attention to the fact that the middle class is shrinking in large steps.
If it's even there anymore.
And it's hard to call because there's no the last time we had a healthy middle class, we were still producing products in this country.
Right.
And we don't now.
We just have TikTok stars and
Yeah, we're a
Thank
consumer country. We don't produce anything.
that is kind of crazy.
I fully believe that this country's fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think this is the end?
I mean, I believe that I believe that all of this land will still exist. I don't believe it's the end of that.
No.
I
the
believe that
empire.
people will exist beyond this. I believe that there's definitely something big coming, either as
You think there's signs
the
of the
Third
end?
World War or the revolution that where everyone in America finally says, I've had enough. I don't know what's going to come first.
You don't think we're too subdued? I think we're just too pacified.
Oh, yeah.
as a country.
For sure. And
I don't think
we're
we
very
have-
much by design.
Yeah.
There's no mistake that they realized they were losing control of everything, and then they started letting a few liberal states pass medical marijuana.
True.
And then they let a few liberal states pass recreational marijuana. And then once that is an established working thing, we can let the whole country just, click them off one or two at a time. There'll be a couple of holdouts. It's never going to be a full nationwide thing. It'll be how there's dry counties in the South that just don't serve alcohol.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's just another thing to keep people occupied and
Yeah, it's just another the rise of OnlyFans, online gambling, and like non-prescription drugs. Like all those things have always existed. Maybe not OnlyFans, but like people have always gambled. But now you can gamble from your living room.
Yeah, I bet today.
Now you can like gamble on your fucking thing while you stare at 80 inches of TV
on DraftKings. They have right now Israel or Palestine.
Yeah, and that's crazy to me. Like it's a legitimate thing, and I guarantee someone's going to make a lot of money one way or the other.
Yeah,
well, that's
probably DraftKings.
Yeah, for sure, DraftKings.
But
probably Israel.
And it's like I believe that all of these things are done on purpose to keep us all like, to keep us pacified. Yeah.
I mean, you subscribe to the whole like we don't know we have a leash on if we sit by the peg. Like the idea of like once you do start to push the boundaries, that's when you kind of realize where the leash is and that you are attached to something and you can't go further out.
What do you mean?
Like as far as government, you mean like as far as
like we're all
the government allows you to do?
Yeah, we're all subdued and pacified until that person decides to maybe I'm going to do things differently. I'm going to try to unite people. I'm not going to be aggressive.
Yeah. And you can look at like endless like right now whatever Russell Brand is going through because I don't pay attention to a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
I spend entirely too much money to live in an existence without commercials.
Yeah.
Like I pay for commercial-free YouTube, and then I use YouTube Music for my audio.
Yeah.
I don't use Peacock because you can't get it without commercials. I don't use Hulu because the version we have in my apartment has commercials. Like I don't want commercials. Same thing with news. I don't want news because it's all just force-fed propaganda anyways.
Right. Yeah.
I know that Russell Brand has been speaking out a lot. About just like I'm assuming mostly about all the money that was made during COVID and how like because that's tracks for him. And then I guess women came out as like, oh, like 30 years ago, blah blah blah, touched my butt, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, my whole thing is if Russell Brand touched a butt, he should have to deal with that karmically.
Yeah. Definitely.
But 30 years is a conveniently long time to not say something until he starts gaining traction on something else.
Right. It comes up at a convenient time for someone who talks about the things he talks about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Adrenochrome.
Yeah. Which I
don't have a stance on adrenochrome. Like if people are doing it, that's pretty evil. Yeah. I don't like until someone shows me proof. It's one of those things I can't buy into.
That makes sense.
1,000 subs on Patreon. We're doing adrenochrome, dude.
I'm here. I'll commit to all the stupidity from here on out. Yeah. One of my newer favorite conspiracy theories.
Yeah, give it to us.
Like part of the reason they made Black Panther the movie and like pushed it so hard, like it was a success. I take nothing away from the movie.
Yeah.
I dug it.
But part of the reason they did it is so if you Google Black Panther, you have to sift through pages and pages of that before you get to like the 60s revolutionaries.
I believe it. That's like so I was watching this video. I go down some crazy rabbit holes. I found this stuff.
What's your favorite conspiracy?
Isn't that why there's gun laws in California? Was the Black Panthers?
I mean, I believe that anyone in power is sold out.
Sure.
If you become president, like, and that's one reason. In this, guys, I used to be someone that like would watch Alex Jones from time to time, and I feel like he was the kind of person who. Like he would talk about how like if you like there's no one that becomes president that is not sold out.
That's one of the things I love about Alex Jones is he hated every president.
Right, but then he became so for Donald Trump, and I was like, okay, dude, I feel like, but a year ago you were saying the president it doesn't matter, and now you're like, I don't know. That's when I was like, all right, dude, I don't know.
Fair.
Yeah, but anyway, my favorite. That's what I would fight the most for, though. I don't know about favorite. Like I used to be so into it, dude. I had a book, a David Icke book, this thick about Global Guide to Conspiracy Theories and reptilians, and watching videos that supposedly, Hillary Clinton blinked and her eye turned into a lizard eye, and I used to go down all that shit. But the one that I believe in the most is that if you're in any position of power and you actually can get shit done, you're either gonna be sold out or you're gonna die.
Yeah,
you're gonna be set aside somehow. So that's. Illuminati. I think that's for like maybe not Illuminati.
What do you mean by power?
Like presidents are just puppets. They're just
So you mean political power? Do you not think it's the same for like someone who has a bunch of Instagram followers? Because that's where I think the real power is.
I would say that, that's to distract us. That's
really
psyop shit.
Yeah.
It's all set up to distract us. Sports, social media, what we're doing right now.
Here's why I have a hard time trusting social media. So like,
we're part of the problem.
I caught felonies mad young. I caught 2 felonies at like 18.
You did?
Yeah.
You caught them felons?
No, I became a felon. I caught 2 felonies at the age of 18.
Oh, okay. I
thought at a very young age, I saw how exactly fucked the legal system was.
Yeah.
Just like going through a trial. And I was like, oh, well, if this is fucked, I wonder what else is fucked.
Right.
And then like a couple years later, my mom goes through this crazy medical shit. And I was like, oh, the medical industry's fucked. Mm-hmm. So the judicial system's fucked. The prison industrial system's fucked. Is everything fucked? And
everything
dude, everything, all of it, everything's fucked.
Yeah.
It's all fucked.
My favorite conspiracy theory is that the Catholic Church is actually the Roman Empire. And
I've heard that.
It's literally just, it's not real Christianity. It's not, they don't even follow the Bible. They're idol worshippers. It's literally just Greek worship turned into given names of saints and apostles, and with none of that.
Okay,
in the Bible.
So if you keep that theory in mind, this goes to how far I believe, how deep I believe.
Yeah.
I absolutely believe that is a possibility, if not a probability.
Yeah.
Because you can just trace the lineage.
Right, 100%.
It's like how if you go back far enough, all of the world banks tie to one family.
Right. Yeah.
All of that shit. It really happened.
Yeah.
You can go back in history and find it.
Yeah.
I just recently learned about Tartaria. Do you know anything about Tartaria?
Yeah, about how
they were like crazy. No.
Huh? No.
It was
about the
country.
And at one point they were between the Ottoman Empire and the Catholic Empire, Roman Empire, the Catholic Roman Empire, and they said, "Well, we don't want to be in control of any of these people, so we're all going to convert to Judaism." And that's one of the things about Tartaria.
And then Tartaria was also like the same type of, like, you know how Nikola Tesla figured out how to just draw energy from the air?
Yeah.
Tartaria figured it out before Nikola Tesla existed.
Yeah.
Like it was an amazing place, and you can find examples of their architecture and their buildings all around the world.
Right.
Really?
Like they were a world power like up until like the 1890s, give or take. Like you can look at old world maps and find like where it's most like
Khazar or something like that.
Yeah, like Russia and Asia. The Great Wall of China is actually the Great Wall of Tartaria. Because if you look at the Great Wall of China, it's a very big wall that runs that entire border or whatever, but all of the doors are on the wrong side of it.
That's
the whole wall is built to to
keep the Chinese in.
It's not built to keep people out of China. They're like, if you're on the other side, you can walk right up the stairs and get to the top of the wall and shoot at the Chinese.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah, the whole wall is like that. It's all built because it's the Great Wall of Tartaria, and the Chinese just like, nope, that's our wall now.
Yeah.
Well, they lasted longer.
I mean, to some extent, yes.
I mean, technically, that'd be like what, like Germany now? Germany and like what used to be the Iron Curtain and.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
The Iron Wall.
The Iron Wall, yeah. Of Tartaria.